Davey, another tough one to take, 1-0 defeat at home at Aberdeen. What's your initial thoughts after that?
We need to change the narrative, don't we? We need to change the narrative. It needs to be another tough one to take, another tough one to take. We played well, we lost the game, and that's on me. So I need to do better. Me personally, I need to find a way to win games of football. I'm struggling with the after-match stuff there now, because there's a lot that's good within the game.
Yep.
But ultimately, we're not getting the reward in the points, so there's not enough good within the game, if that makes sense. But I thought the performance today, I'm in there and I'm looking at the majority of the team, and I've got nothing but praise for them. There's a moment in the game. A couple of players have got to do better, and I'm not going to start sitting here naming names. A couple of players have got to do better in that moment, but that's it. That's the game.
Yep.
That's the game. We should be sitting here with a clean sheet and a minimum point. I fought for the majority of the game, and I hope I don't come across as delusional. I thought we had control of the game.
Hard to disagree. I think it's been kind of fine margins for weeks and weeks now, but it is 12 without victory in the Premier League now. So how do we flip it? How do we get out of this?
Sticking together. I hit you with all cliches, but it's the only way you can do it. Stick together, working hard in training, learning from your mistakes. That's probably the one part we're not doing now, learning from our mistakes, past mistakes. There's a batch of games coming up with teams in and around our area. We need to be winning those games. We need to get ourselves at the bottom of the table, but it's hard to take. That's hard to take. Last week was hard to take, but last week you probably papered over it. It's like with a refereeing decision that goes against you, it probably changes the way the game flows. Today, that we've got nobody but to blame but ourselves for today, for the decision making that led to the goal. It's really, really poor, but I've got to take responsibility for that.
So another individual error there. I think there was a wee bit of angst when you took off two players, Lewis Smith and Samuel Lawal, within.
Two of them were burst.
Because they were two of the better performers in the day.
They were brilliant. I thought Lewis and Sammy were brilliant, but their GPS data, their heart rate wasn't coming back down, they weren't recovering, so they kind of dropped. And then you're looking at the fatigue levels, and then you're going, there were two of them were good today. If I keep them on the park, there's a chance of injury. So you're looking at that side of it. But then on the flip side of that as well, I'd be saying to be Lewis and Sammy, we need to be able to get you on the park for 90 minutes.
Yep.
So you look at your GPS, and your GPS is kind of telling us you need to get them off the park.
Do you like that bit of the game almost, or do you prefer kind of old school looking where your eyes and saying,
I think my eyes told me
going?
something very similar, because it's not like the GPS comes to me. Right. We'll ask the question.
Because it can't be data driven, can't it?
No, it is data driven, but you could be saying that and you don't use the data, and then Sammy pulls his hamstring, Lewis pulls his groin. Yep. Lewis has had a wee bit of problems with his groin, and then you're kicking yourself for no listening to the data. So people will probably listen to the interview and go, data, but if you don't listen to the data, you've got a real chance of injury.
Yep.
So what do? Do you sacrifice 15-20 minutes? But again, it's a squad game.
Yep.
Our bench is strong enough to come on, and in previous weeks I would say the subs have had impacts in the game. So you're hoping your subs come on and have an impact in the game. If you weren't taking players off, it then becomes it's tough in training, if that makes sense, because players aren't getting these opportunities, so you've got to give the players the opportunity. The day, if I'm really honest, I don't think the subs helped us in the game. In previous weeks, the subs have really helped us in the game, so there's an element of both. Do you listen to the data and take them off with 15 minutes to go, and you know they're available for the next game?
Yep.
Or do you leave them on the park and potentially lose them for 6-8 weeks?
Yep.
But again, it's a squad game. It's a squad game. Boys will start games and boys will come on and finish games, and you've seen that now, probably more so starters than finishers. It's always been like that. It's just new terminology. But we're looking for players to come in a wee bit fresher and have an impact off the game. But Sammy and Smithy's data was they weren't recovering. Their heart rate wasn't coming back down, which is basically telling us it's time to come off.
Head to Lanarkshire next week to take on Motherwell, kind of lauded for their free-flowing attacking football and everything else. Asked Dan Finlayson the same question. Does that help us in terms of kind of maybe opens up more spaces in behind, or
in terms of, I don't know. I think for me personally, I want to try and control as much of the game as we possibly can. Motherwell are the best team in the league at doing that, so they control a lot of the game. But we can only go there. I think we've got a great chance to pick up 3 points. I thought today was a great chance to pick up 3 points. But as a group, we've got to do better. We've got to do better. But that starts with me, and it's no alien to me. I understand that.